The only thing that's confusing for you is you don't want to introduce me, and then so you really can go here and back. Does that make sense?
Yes. Correct.
Go to flip it, then this is the last line.
Yep.
David.
Hi.
Let me.
We'll have to.
Wrong David.
Music. Do you want to tell them to kill the music?
I got it.
Did they do it?
Woo! Good crowd. Good crowd. Love it. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 2026 Annual Pep Rally and AAGC Annual Meeting. My name is Kristen Schaab, and I serve as the Executive Director for the Office of Alumni Engagement. It's so amazing to see so many alums here back on campus. All weekend, I've seen alums from across the decades ready to celebrate our alma mater. It's amazing to see you back, and I hope you've enjoyed everything that we've planned so far, and keep on planning into the late evening. So much more to come, and to really get this party started, I would like to introduce our celebration captain, Class of 2017, Assistant Director of Alumni Engagement and Philanthropy, David Siboney.
All right, let's make some noise for Goucher College. All right, I'm class of 2017, but my eyesight's getting a little poor. I gotta find my glasses. Here we go. Excellent. All right. All right, we're about to kick off one of my favorite new traditions here at Goucher, the roll call of the Pep Rally. So we have all of our classes here, and I'm gonna pass it on to some of my favorite reunion and AAGC volunteers. And how this is gonna work is everyone is going to come on stage down our fabulous blue carpet. As you can see, we have everyone here to cheer you on and make some noise. You're gonna pick up your class banner. You're gonna come on stage for your class photo. So this is a full participatory event. So we need everyone here to help. Without further ado, I'm gonna invite our co-MCs, Debbie Orsman-Casper and Ellen Rosenblum-Rubison, to lead our pep rally. Come on down. And I think we need some music for them. There it is.
God. Hello.
Hello.
Woohoo! You're first.
Yes.
Thank you, David. Ellen and I are thrilled to host our second annual pep rally and Goucher class roll call. This is what happens when you volunteer.
And I guess Debbie can see I needed to switch my glasses, but that's right, Debbie. It is, and we have not changed a bit. So as David said, each class will be called up to the stage while we play a hit song from their graduation year. This is your chance to shine and dance and show, or not, and show your Goucher pride.
Did you know that Goucher class colors tradition? I certainly did not. Each class has its own color, and the tradition dates back to 1892. The four colors of yellow, blue, red, and green Rotate through our milestone reunion classes. We have spirit items for each class color, so make sure you wave your colors with pride.
Okay, let's kick things off with our most distinguished alumni from the class of 1956, celebrating her 70th reunion. Woohoo! Suzanne Emery from the class of 56.
They're going to take your So it says the slick chicks of 56. The banner. I love the banner. There you go.
Woohoo!
Oh, I got to turn the page. Okay. So moving on. Oh, sorry. Now let's make some noise for the class of 1961 celebrating their 65th reunion as Let's Twist Again by Chubby Checkers plays. Let's celebrate the class of 61. Is there someone here from 61? Or are we virtual? We're virtual, aren't we? They're here virtually, so let's cheer for the class of 61. Like this.
Okay, so
All right.
yeah, right here. Okay, next, let's welcome the class of 1966 celebrating their 60th reunion. Let's come up and be recognized as we play Wouldn't It Be Nice by the Beach Boys. Woohoo! Woohoo! Woo! Wow, this is great. Woo!
All right, you can come follow her.
Oh God, this is sort of a downer.
Oh, God. Way to go, 66. Way to go. Yes, it's perfectly all right. Way to go, ladies. You all want to look this good, don't we? Yeah. Enjoy. It'll be fun.
Would not have
Well, they let the classes pick. The class chair pick. Okay, let's hope. 66 had a great showing. Okay, now let's hear it for the class of 1971, celebrating their 55th reunion. Let's welcome them as the song "The Way We Were" by Barbara Streisand plays. That's what it says.
All right, this is going to be a big one. The class of 1976 is celebrating their 50th reunion. Come on up.
Saturday Night Fever. Come on over in the middle.
Wait, what's the song?
Saturday Night Fever by the Bee Gees. Saturday Night Fever by the Bee Gees.
Woo!
Yeah, let's slide all the way over. Go over in the back. Because we got to get Nettie in the picture.
Here we go. Yeah.
Woo!
Can you see her?
The photographer's over there in the middle. She's right there in the middle of the stripe. So smoosh in and look at the photographer.
Yeah, I guess.
Saturday Night Fever by the Bee Gees.
Was it?
Yes.
The Bee Gees? We want Rolling Stones next time. Yeah, man. That's what
So
we
you'll have
dance
to ask. So
Oh, okay,
I
we
think
didn't
they
know.
asked some of the classes.
Awesome. Oh, they didn't ask her.
Yeah, well, Ellen and I picked the first last year, and that was it was a task that we did not want to get. All right, I got fuzzies everywhere. Got a lot of shedding. It's all over the place. Let's take Nettie home. So for those of you who don't know, Nettie couldn't be here, but she didn't want to miss the picture. So she made the life-size thing so Nettie could be in the class picture today. Okay, next up, let's welcome the class of 1981 celebrating their 45th. We Are Family by Sister Sledge. Come on up, ladies.
All right. I would not go that way. Oh, wow, that's
Get
impressive.
inspired. Yes, go ahead. We had no injuries. Let's get them down.
All right. I can't wait to see you guys on your 50th. Okay. Now, the class of 1986 is celebrating their 40th reunion. Join us on stage as we play Everyone Wants to Rule the World by Tears for Fears.
Come on up, ladies. Everybody wants to rule the world. Okay. Is everybody having fun? Okay. Now for the class of 1991, celebrating their 35th, come up on Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana. Come on over where that black spot. Here, I'll take the cup.
Hey, now we come to the part where I stop recognizing the songs. Let's welcome the class of 1996 celebrating their 30th reunion with One Hand in My Pocket by Alanis Morissette.
This is me. Oh my God. Sweating through my blazer. Enjoying yourself? Good. Okay. Now we're really getting into the part where I don't know the music. The class of 2001 celebrating their 25th reunion. All for You by Janet Jackson. Come on down.
Here come the boys.
Oh yeah, here come the boys.
Okay.
Fun to see the pictures.
I keep forgetting to look.
Yeah, tell them to make sure to look at the pictures.
Okay, let's hear it for the class of 2006 celebrating their 20th reunion with encore by Jay-Z.
Stand on the black spot in the middle there. Okay, now for the class of 2011, celebrating their 15th with the matching sweatshirts. Come up to Just Dance by Lady Gaga. Oh, I know this song. Oh, you know this? Yeah, I do. Ellen knows this song.
The next one I know. The class of 2016 celebrating their 10th reunion. Join us on stage as we play Uptown Funk by Mark Ronson featuring Bruno Mars.
Oh, I know this one. Yeah. Yeah, this is you. I'm next, and then we'll present you the staff too. Okay. Let's welcome our youngest reunion class, the class of 2021, celebrating their 5th reunion with Levitating by Dua Lipa.
Is anybody here? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This is.
Yeah, so before I'll do this here. Graduating.
No, he said not to.
Graduating.
Oh, yeah. And finally, let's welcome all the current students that are here who will join us for future reunions with What You Saying by Lil Uzi Vert. Okay, students.
Come on up. Come on up. You'll be seeing more of them at bingo later. You want to do this one?
Okay. And now let's give one more round of applause for all our reunion classes.
And now I would like to give a special shout out and thank you to David and Kristen and the staff in the alumni office. And now, back to our celebration captain, David.
That was so much fun. I know they want to thank me and our staff, but it's really all the students. They're here for you guys, and I want to give them a shout out. Round of applause for all our students here today. And as we near the end of our pep rally, we have a few more exciting things to share. I'd like to welcome Denise Pittman Glass, class of 1980, AAGC Board of Director and Annual Giving Officers, to the stage.
Thank you. Thank you. So thank you, Kristen. Thank you, David, for introducing me. I am glad to share some exciting updates on our reunion fundraising efforts and initiatives. We're grateful for the many ways our alumna and alumni show up through volunteering, mentoring, and philanthropy. So far this year, our community has contributed over $1.1 million and counting, to the Greater Goucher Fund, supporting priorities across campus. And I'm proud to share that our AAGC board has achieved 100% participation in giving. Yes, yes, yes. So thank you to the entire Goucher community for making 1885 Minutes That Matter a Greater Giving Day for Goucher such a success. With over 600 donors, we raised more than $160,000 thanks to the leadership of 80 advocates and 25 lead donors. Of these 25 lead donors, 10 of them are celebrating a milestone reunion. Listed here on the slide Huge thanks to you and Wade to represent the ones and the sixes. So all of these are representatives that supported the 1885 minutes. Thank you. Our students also exceeded the presidential match, unlocking additional support for academics, athletics, and the Student Emergency Fund. While the campaign has ended, the impact continues through the end of the fiscal year. Thank you for making these minutes truly matter. Thank you. This year, more than 120 alumni, and students signed up as Giving Day advocates, proudly wearing their I Love GC shirts around the world. Each advocate received an exclusive shirt and helped spread the hashtag Goucher Pride by making a gift and sharing their personalized link, rallying even more support for Goucher. As part of the challenge, advocates submitted photos from around the world, and we are pleased to announce our winner is Erin Anderson, class of 1984, who shared multiple photos from her month-long cruising down under trip. She visited New Zealand, Australia, and Indonesia with fellow classes of 1984 alumna Sherry Bassner, proudly wearing her I Love Goucher shirt. Congratulations, Erin. Woo, 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 woo.
This is for Aaron.
Oh, no. So that was different. Okay, so, and now, as we celebrate reunions from across the decades, let's take a special moment to recognize our class celebrating their 50th union milestone. Will the class of 1976 please stand to be recognized once again? We also want to celebrate the class of 1971 who missed their on-campus 50th celebration 5 years ago due to the pandemic. Resilient as always, they met for a virtual reunion 50 years to the day of their graduation. So will the class of 1971 please stand to be recognized? Thank you. Christian? Yes.
All right, so now it's time to transition to the official AAGC Annual Meeting portion for our event. Please help me welcome to the stage your AAGC Board President, Gretchen Gillian, class of 2003.
Me again. Thank you, everybody, for coming out this weekend. We have, I think, I'm going to just lean forward. We have record numbers this weekend, I believe. Something like 410, yes, 440? 441, which is incredible. So thank you, everybody, for showing up. Before we get into everything, I would like to invite, I know he's here somewhere, the Hillel Executive Director, Rabbi Josh Snyder, to share a blessing. Oh, there he is.
Hi, I'm honored to be asked to give an opening blessing at this year's AAGC meeting. As we celebrate Alumni and Alumni Weekend with alums who have come back to this place, this college, that still means so much to so many after even 50, 55, 60 years or more, it is quite inspiring. I'm reminded of a text from Pirkei Avot, which is literally sayings of the fathers, but our forebears, a collection of quotations by the early rabbis who invented Rabbinic Judaism, innovated really, almost 2,000 years ago after the destruction of the temple in Jerusalem. To keep together a community that dispersed, as we say, to the four corners of the earth, they created new ways of observance, new modes of study, and ethical guidance to live by. Among the most famous sayings is that of Hillel, the namesake of the organization that serves the Jewish community on college campuses, and it's a simple one. Al tifros min hatzibur. Do not separate yourself from the community. The medieval commentator Ovadia of Bartanura said of this phrase over 1,000 years later, do not separate yourself from the congregation or the community, but rather share in their troubles, as anyone who separates from the congregation will not see the congregation consoled. That is to say, being involved in the community means not just celebrating, but upholding it in times of challenge and being invested in its future. So may the important work of the AAGC continue to strengthen and uphold the community of those who are proud of being alums of this great institution, and pay it forward to uphold Goucher College and its future alums, our students who are here with us today. I'll close with a blessing. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'tzorchei tzibor. Blessed are you, source of the universe, who has sanctified us and appointed us to the sacred task of busying ourselves with the needs of the community.
Thank you, Rabbi Josh. We are pleased to have you as part of the Goucher community. I would like to now begin the business portion of the meeting by officially calling to order the annual meeting of the AAGC. Love this. Okay, so welcome to the 2026 Alumni of Goucher College Annual Meeting and Celebration. At this time, I would like to welcome our alumni and alumni joining us live stream. Before we dive into today's meeting, I want to extend a special thanks to everyone who helped organize this weekend, from the AAGC, advancement team, all the support staff, the students, and of course, every one of you who came out today. It's wonderful to see so many fellow alumni and alumni from your reunion classes, as well as those of us who are not in our reunion years. We have several exciting awards and updates and acknowledgments to share during the celebration today, so let's get started. I would like to recognize Cindy Plavier-Truitt, if she is still here. No? Okay. Class of 1986 and Masters 1988, who is our Goucher College Board Alumni Trustee Chair. Will all current trustees and trustee emeriti please stand to be recognized? There are several of you here. Spell check. I'm not taking credit for that one. Okay. We have AAGC board and committee members who have traveled from all over the world, certainly all over the country. Blame AI, that is right. Will all current AAGC officers, directors, committee members please stand? They're mostly over here. There's good. Thank you all for your dedication and commitment to your alma mater. We also have some alumni and alumni whose AAGC board committee terms end on June 30th. So I would like to recognize them at this time, thank them for their service, and let them know how much we appreciate their time on AAGC. Mark, and if you are here, please stand. I think there's only one of you. Mark Cousins, class of 95, master's degree in 07, and was an alumnus trustee. Caroline Mandala Burrell, whose name I probably just got wrong. Bowerly, thank you. Class of 1989, who was an AAGC director. Marissa Charlemagne, class of 2016, who was on the nominating committee, and from the Public Service Committee, Noah Block, class of 2021. Thank you all for your service. The AAGC is represented by an outstanding board of directors who work tirelessly on your behalf as alumni and alumni to continue the strong and consistent voice at Goucher. Today, we will vote on one key agenda item. Only one, thank you. All the proposed slate of officers and committee members whose terms will begin on July 1st. This was provided to you as you entered. They were over here. It was also on the website. But I will read their names. The AAGC Executive Committee presents the following directors, alumni trustee, and committee members for the 2027-2030 term to be voted on. All those who are present, please stand when I call your name. For the alumni trustee, Gloria Cantor, class of 2004. For directors, Molly Abend, class of 2007. Also from 2007, Ken Knowlton. For a second term, Joan Weintraub, who I think's at a wedding. Yep. Joe? He goes by Joe. Come on, guys. He'd be okay with it. Aaron O'Brien Anderson, class of 1984. For the nominating committee, Virginia Verdime McMahon, class of 83, and parent of a student in 09. Jalen Gabriel, class of 2023. For the Public Service Award Committee, Isaac Marker, class of 07, and Zoe Fernando Santana, class of 2021. Are there any questions about the slate? Great. Hearing none, we will proceed to a vote for the entire slate as listed. All in favor, please say aye. All those opposed say nay. Aye. All the nays? Excellent. The motion carries, and I get to use the gavel. Thank you for participating. We appreciate your commitment and the work of the AAGC and the continued support of the mission moving forward. Will everyone please join me in giving a round of applause for both the current and new members of the AAGC board and committee members. I feel like this. As we continue the celebration of Goucher and the AAGC, it's now time to present the awards. So the fun part. I am going to ask if Jennifer Mitchell Reed, class of 86, would join me. It's especially meaningful for me to be part of this as I am a recipient of the Jennifer Mitchell Reed Award myself in 2008. To present this award, Jennifer Mitchell Reed, class of 1986 from Roanoke, Texas. Jennifer is celebrating her milestone 40th. 86. She earned her BA in economics in 1986 and a master's certificate in technical writing from Goucher in 1991. A proud recipient of the same award in 1996, which I had to ask about who named it. It was not named after her when she won it, just so we're all clear. It was later named for her. Jennifer's remained deeply engaged with Goucher, serving multiple terms on the AAGC board from 1992 to 95, 97 to 01, and 2012 to 2020. She's attended countless events, both campus, virtually, and in Dallas. We are especially honored to have her here today to present the Jennifer Mitchell Reed 1986 Young Alumni Award, celebrating the next generation of outstanding Goucher alumni. Please welcome Jennifer.
All right, it's working. Good. All right, I have to say, first of all, I've always loved Goucher, and it's been my pleasure and my honor to volunteer. And not only did Goucher give me the opportunity to serve and guide the college, but it gave me the opportunity to take on leadership roles when my job thought I was way too young to do so. And all I can say, and you all know this, never underestimate a Goucher graduate, right? Amen. So this year, this award is given annually to a member of the 5th or 10th reunion class who has shown outstanding leadership and volunteer service to the college. The recipient this year can always be counted on to answer the call from Goucher when it comes, and it has come a lot in the past 5 years. During her time at Goucher, she made the most of every opportunity available to her. As a commuting student, she stayed engaged in campus life. She worked as a student employee with the Academic Centers of Excellence, supporting her peers while strengthening the college community and the connections on campus. Her ties to Goucher did not end at graduation. As an alum, she remained involved in many meaningful ways. She is serving as the class of 2021 reunion leader, helping bring her classmates back to Goucher. She was also a donor to the 1885 Giving Day in March. She has participated in all the recent graduate roundtable sessions, serving as a founding member of the recent graduate committee, offering insight and guidance to strengthen alumni engagement. She also gives her time as an admissions volunteer, which means attending events and panels to represent Goucher and speak to prospective students. Beyond Goucher, wait, there's more that this girl's doing. Beyond Goucher, her commitment to service continues in her local community. She is the co-founder and a volunteer leader of Hungry Heart, Baltimore County, where she supports community fridges across Baltimore County and addresses food insecurity. Her impact is grounded in the values she embraced as a student. As she shared during her senior year, and I love this quote, "Goucher has allowed me to be me, the most influential person I can be." It's a good one. On behalf of the AAGC, I am honored to recognize Joanna Zip, class of 2021, a passionate advocate for Goucher and the alumni community for her commitment to the college, and as a young alumna who has made a big impact, and we expect even more out of you. Please join me on the stage, Joanna.
Congratulations, and thank you, Jennifer. I'd now like to invite Erin O'Brien Anderson, 1984, back up to the stage. She's also the 2024 recipient of the Dorothy Lamberton Clapp 39 Award, and she's going to present our next award.
Established in 1994, the Dorothy Lamberton Clapp Class of 1939 Award is given to a volunteer who has demonstrated an exemplary level of leadership and dedication, whose efforts serve as an inspiration to others, and who has made a significant contribution of time to the success of the Greater Goucher Fund. Today, we honor and celebrate 3 alumni from the class of 2001 who have not hesitated in their commitment to support Goucher and their 25th reunion. Through their outreach effort and their own support, they have increased their class giving this year significantly, with a $26,000 increase from their last reunion. It's pretty awesome. This year, the class of 2001 have raised over $29,900 for a grand total of $71,314 in the 5 years leading up to this, including this reunion. Yeah, very good. This substantially passes their goal of $50,000. Since their last reunion in 2021 through this weekend, these three have championed the class fundraising campaign through letters, videos, personal outreach, a giving event challenge, and their own significant support. These acts of generosity are all reasons the fundraising leaders from the class of 2001 are deserving of the Dorothy Lamberton Clapp Class of 1939 Award. I think there's a slide now. Please help me recognize the following alumni from the class of 2001. Jeremy Kraut-Ordover, Diana Munoz, and Kelly Sneer-Kerwin. On behalf of the AAGC, I am honored to present this award for your commitment and service to Goucher College. Congratulations.
Thank you, Erin, and congratulations, class of 2001. Please help me welcome AAGC Director and future trustee, Gloria Cantor, class of 2004, to the stage.
The Ethel Cockney Class of 1923 Award was established in 1988 by the AAGC to honor Ethel Cockney, who for 27 years served as the link between all Goucher alumni and the college. The award is presented annually to a member of a reunion class for outstanding leadership and volunteer service to the college and the AAGC. This alumna graduated in the class of 1976 with a BA from Goucher in sociology and was a Goucher athlete for the field hockey, field hockey, lacrosse, and swimming teams. During the 1885 Minutes That Matter giving event, to encourage her classmates, which showed up in force, to support their 50th reunion campaign, she committed to donate $124, 1 minute, for each donor from her class, up to 50 minutes in honor of your reunion. She is a recipient of numerous honors recognizing leadership and impact, and is a dedicated volunteer and leader, serving in roles including the 50th Reunion Committee member, CEO volunteer, trustee, AAGC alumnae and alumni trustee, and inaugural representative to Bowie State University. A fellow class of 1976 classmate had this to say about her. She truly represents the very best of our class. Since graduation, she's remained deeply connected to Goucher, generously giving her time, talent, and resources in ways that have made a lasting impact. Her leadership during the campaign 1885 Minutes of Giving Challenge was nothing short of phenomenal. She continues to show up for this community over and over. Beyond Goucher, she is a successful business owner and dedicated volunteer throughout the community, always leading with generosity and heart. I can't think of anyone more deserving of the Ethel Cockney 23 Award. Her Goucher spirit shines through as she worked to encourage classmates to attend the reunion this year. Not sure if the slide is going to change here. That's where my notes say. On behalf of the AAGC, I'm honored to present this award to Barb Van Winkle of the class of 1976. Please join me on stage. You want us to come over, your friends want us to come over here for a photo. You're welcome.
We're now honored to present our most prestigious AAGC award, the Elizabeth Statuta Baker Class of 1970 Public Service Award. I welcome the Public Service Award Committee Chair and AAGC Board Secretary Alex Wood, Class of 2006, to the stage to help present this.
Congratulations, Barb. Good afternoon, everyone. Our next award recognizes private lives of aspiration and achievement, Goucher's ideal of women and men meeting the needs of a changing world. This award is conferred upon an alumna or alumnus who demonstrates outstanding commitment in the areas of volunteer activities, professional accomplishment, and/or leadership in public service. As we celebrate this year's Elizabeth Statuta Baker, Class of 1970 Public Service Award, which honors those private lives of aspiration and achievement, we're delighted to recognize and welcome past award recipients this afternoon. With us today is Gail V. Economos, Class of 1976, the 2025 Elizabeth Statuta Baker, Class of 1970 Public Service Award honoree, who was celebrated during Alumni Weekend last year. This year, Gail is celebrating her 50th milestone reunion and is joined today by many of her fellow classmates from the Class of 1976. Gail's decades of service to the Baltimore community, including her leadership with Catholic Charities, founding her own PR firm, and mentoring generations of Goucher students, exemplify the spirit of public service that this award recognizes. She has impacted countless lives through advocacy, nonprofit support, and the Economos First Graduate in Communications and Media Studies Prize, which continues her legacy of mentorship. We also want to take a moment to recognize Nettie Cohen Bloom, also from the Class of 1976. Oh, come on. There's Nettie, okay. Who was our recipient in 2024. Nettie has worked tirelessly within the legal system to protect children. While she's unable to join us today in human form, we celebrate her extraordinary contributions and invite you to view photos from the AAGC Annual Meeting of 2024. Please join us in honoring Gail V. Economos and Nettie Cohen Bloom, who are celebrating their 50th reunion. And will any other previous recipients of the award who are in attendance please stand to be acknowledged? I now invite Gail to the stage to help us celebrate and recognize this year's 2026 Elizabeth Statuta Baker Class of 1970 Public Service Award recipient.
Hello, everyone. I just want to say that thank you again for giving me this award last year. It was one of the most wonderful, beautiful moments of my life. I got to share it with all of you, former students, fellow classmates, my family and friends, a lot of people here. My son-in-law told his parents that I got my Lifetime Achievement Award. So that's kind of how I think this is. So I'm very honored to be able to recognize the latest, our 2026 award winner. So Goucher College is proud to present Dina Zuckerberg, Class of 1991, with a 2026 Elizabeth Statuta Baker, Class of 70 Public Service Award. As Director of Family Programs at the nonprofit My Face, Dina provides support and resources for people with craniofacial differences and their families. Born with a cleft lip, hearing loss, and no vision in one eye, Dina underwent 6 surgeries as a child, along with years of orthodontics and speech therapy. While those experiences were challenging, she rarely spoke about another part of her story, the teasing, bullying, and exclusion. She often felt alone in her experiences, and today she is passionate about helping children and adults be heard and understood. Dina has found powerful ways to share her story and help others share theirs. She organizes support groups and leads a peer-to-peer group for adults with facial differences. Through webinars, panel discussions, and in-person and virtual events, Dina works to meet the evolving needs of those with facial differences as well as their families. She also hosts a podcast. Of course, everyone does a podcast these days. It's important. Called My Face, My Story, which is a mix of interviews and roundtable conversations. The podcast has reached more than 50,000 people so far, with recent episodes featuring discussions on dating, media representation, and transition from childhood into adulthood. Dina also presents at school assemblies, both in person and on Zoom, for the My Face Wonder Project. The program was inspired by the best-selling novel Wonder, which follows a young boy with craniofacial differences navigating school life. In those assemblies, Dina encourages students to move from being bystanders to becoming upstanders, to see when something is wrong and do something to make it right. Following the release of the film adaptation of Wonder in 2017, the program expanded significantly. Dina has now reached more than 100,000 students. Yeah, I think. She shares her own story during these presentations, often showing students her hearing aid. A young girl once approached Dina after the assembly, excited to share that she also wore a hearing aid, something she had never seen in someone else before. For Dina, moments like these reinforce the power of connection and representation. Choosing kindness, being curious, and building connections are values that guide Dina's work. She helps ensure that fewer people feel alone and that more people do what's right. For her dedication to people with facial differences, her commitment to help others be heard, and her work to stop bullying and exclusion, the members of the Alumni and Alumni Association of Goucher College recognized Dina Zuckerberg with this award for excellence in public service. Dina, please join me on stage. And now for Dina's remarks.
Thank you. Thank you. Standing here today, receiving the Elizabeth Statuta Baker Public Service Award feels incredibly full circle. When I was a student here at Goucher, I was still learning how to find my voice, still trying to understand what it meant to show up in the world as I am. Because as you heard, for much of my younger years, I didn't feel seen and accepted in the way I wanted to be. I remember the staring, the sitting alone at lunch and on the school bus and playing alone at recess. And for a long time, as you heard, I didn't talk about my story. But something began to shift at Goucher. This community encouraged me to get involved, to step into leadership roles, to think critically, and to begin finding my place. It opened my mind to new ideas, new experiences, and slowly to my own voice. Even then, I didn't know where that voice would take me. After college, I worked as a litigation paralegal at a corporate law firm, then at the Authors Guild, and then later in finance. And while those experiences taught me so much, something always felt like it was missing. I kept coming back to something my mom would say to me. Find something that makes you happy to get up in the morning. And my dad would say, be like a turtle. If you don't stick your neck out, you'll never get anywhere. And that's what led me to My Face, an organization, as you heard, that offers support and resources for individuals with facial differences and their families. What started as a job became my calling. I have had the privilege of creating spaces where individuals with facial differences feel accepted, supported, and connected. They are in spaces I wish existed for me growing up. Through support groups, retreats, and community programming, I've witnessed what happens when people share their stories, how powerful it is to say something out loud that you've held inside and to hear somebody else say, "Me too." In 2012, I read the best-selling novel Wonder by R.J. Palacio, and it changed my life. It was the first time I saw a story that truly reflected my experience about a young boy with a facial difference navigating school, facing bullying, and just wanting to belong. There's a moment in the book when he talks about wishing for a magic lamp so that he could have one wish, to have a face that no one noticed at all. And I remember thinking back to my own childhood, blowing out birthday candles, making that same wish, that I could look like everyone else, that life might feel just a little easier. That connection stayed with me. It gave me the courage to start sharing my own story. And as you heard through the My Face Wonder Project, I have now spoken to over 100,000 students across the country in schools about kindness, inclusion, and what it means to be an upstander rather than a bystander. I often tell students being an upstander can be as simple as sitting next to someone who is alone, saying hello with a smile, standing up for someone else, or choosing kindness when it matters most, because I know firsthand how much that would have changed things for me. And yet, when students ask me, "Do you wish your experience growing up had been different?" my answer is yes. I wish it had been easier, but I also know that those experiences shaped who I am today. They gave me empathy, purpose, and a deep commitment to making sure others feel seen in ways that I didn't. And maybe, just maybe, I'm exactly where I was meant to be. One of the greatest honors of my life was writing the foreword for the 10th anniversary edition of Wonder. Because at its core, that story reflects a universal truth. We all want to belong, and we all have the power to create that belonging for others. That belief continues to guide everything I do. Whether it's through the My Face, My Story podcast, where we amplify lived experiences, or in a school assembly when a child comes up to me and says, "I wear a hearing aid too, and I've never seen anyone like me before." Those are the moments that remind me, this work matters. Before I close, I want to express my deepest gratitude to Goucher College for shaping me, challenging me, and now honoring me in this way. To those who nominated me, thank you for seeing value in my story and my work. To all my family, especially my parents, thank you for your constant support, your wisdom, and for always believing in me. And to this community, if there's one thing I've learned, it's this. Our differences are not something to hide. They are something to be understood, embraced, and even celebrated. And when we have the courage to share our stories, we don't just change how others see us, we change how others see the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
please join me in another round of applause for Dina. I'd now like to welcome AAGC Board Director Sam McCall, class of 1997, to the stage.
There's one final recognition to give today. The Doris Grain Cox Class of 1941 Award, which is presented annually to a reunion class who has demonstrated the greatest improvement in giving to Goucher and the Greater Goucher Fund since their last reunion. This class increased their overall fundraising dollars by $40,000, or 111% since their last reunion in 2021. This year, their giving total is over $76,786. Making the total of their 5-year giving since their last reunion, including this year, over $285,000. Congratulations to the class of 1981, who are celebrating their 45th reunion. Will the class reunion leaders Mary Kay Owen, Joan Flanagan McCarthy, Amy Johansson, and Sue Levin from the class of 1981. Please join me on the stage. Okay. On behalf of the AAGC, I am honored to present this award to the class of 1981 for their undaunted spirit, continued commitment, and support of our students and the entire Goucher community. Congratulations. And I now invite Gretchen back to the podium.
Thank you, Sam. As we reflect on the energy and excitement of the Alumni Weekend, it's a perfect moment to thank all of our class reunion leaders who have been working hard since the fall to plan your milestone celebrations and who have supported the reunion fundraising efforts. Please stand as we recognize you. Thank you for your leadership and your dedication. I would like to announce that as a collective reunion group, the classes ending in 1s and 6s have given $539,972 and counting in support of the college. Additionally, to unrestricted giving, donors have also given in support of maintenance to the library, the Luent Science Center, the ability to offer mental health services on campus, and an investment in essential operations, including support for faculty, endowed professorships and research opportunities, support for new majors and programs to celebrate and expand the academic rigor and prepare our students for the communities and world they will lead when they graduate. Thank you all for supporting Goucher in all ways you do for today and for the future. There is still time to give this fiscal year in support of the reunion class. We don't end until June 30th. And I know there are some classes very close to reaching their goals if you would like to help accomplish them. Thank you again for joining us today for the AAGC Pep Rally Annual Meeting and Alumni Weekend. I'm almost there. I'm ready. I'm almost there. If you are interested in connecting with Goucher throughout the year and would like to join one of the cohorts of volunteers, please fill out the Goucher for Life in interest form. We have some over here. There were some in check-in. I know a number of you have already done that. Thank you for that. I hope to see you later tonight at the annual block party or at bingo, which has become my favorite reunion activity. Gopher Hole was pretty good though too. Thank you for your time today. A couple of quick updates. Class of 81 is in Buckner, not off campus, so we're getting the alumni house. There's a shuttle for the 50th anniversary celebration that's going to depart at 4:40 and run again in a loop. With that, thank you again to those of you who have joined us virtually. Thank you everybody for your time today, and we're done.
Oh, well. It's fine.
It'd be weird that it fell off like.
Maybe I did, I don't remember it.